voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning into INCRadio, Orange County, California. Hi, I'm Sister Caitlin Soto, one of your main hosts for today, and with me I have
Brother Addison Tatelli, also from the locale of Anaheim.
Yes, and thank you so much for tuning in. I see a lot of brethren already spamming the live chat right now. Today it is August 20th, 2024, Saturday. It's currently around 10:01, I believe. And it is, I do not have the weather check with me, but right now it is pretty cloudy, and I did see it was a high of 70. So please make sure to dress appropriately for the weather. So for today, some ways to tune in and to share along with everyone to make sure your locals tune in. And don't forget your hashtag. For us, it's hashtag Anaheim. Ways to tune in is through INCRadio.org or even on YouTube through INCRadio DZEM954. And we encourage all of you to please continue to start spamming the chat.
As for our program rundown, today we will be reading comments, greetings, and shout-outs throughout the entire broadcast. We'll also have an honor activity called Sweet Sensations. And then our main discussion will be discussing a few things you might see here already, which are watches and fragrances.
Yes, and we are very excited for that. But also, before I want to start getting into it, I want to read some of the live chat right now. We do have a shout out to Brother Andrew. It was his birthday on Thursday on April 18th. Happy birthday to Brother Andrew, one of our crew members here in the District of Orange County, California. We have I want to give a shout out to Kuya Jeb, our Kuya Tech usually here, but he's not with us today. We do miss you here as well, Kuya.
Yes. Okay. So now moving on to our CFO in action, we have a few upcoming activities and district events. On April 5th, we have our Binhi Forum, and then as well on April 6th and 7th, we had a special worship gathering of all brethren and Bible students. On April 13th, we had a SEBC Multimedia Summit, and then upcoming activities, we have our CFO Day on April 28th, as well as our musical EVM. So please register if you have not done so already.
Yes. And so I guess what else can we look forward to in this broadcast today, Addy?
Well, I believe upcoming we have our on-air activity, Sweet Sensations, where we'll be smelling different fragrances and scents and trying to guess with our lovely guest. Do you mind introducing us, Sister Caitlin?
Yes, I would like to call on our special guests here today. They're currently warming up their noses for the scents that they're about to smell. So we have on Sister Ashley, Brother Kobe, and then our special guest here today, Brother Joshua Ashley as well.
There you go. We finally did it.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, so go ahead and introduce yourself. Start from Brother Kobe here.
Hi, my name is Brother Franklin Kobe. Which camera am I looking at?
This middle one, yes.
This one, okay. Hi, I'm Brother Franklin Kobe Araneta from the local congregation of hashtag Montclair.
Wow.
Good morning, Paul. My name is Sister Ashley Mariano from the local congregation of hashtag Anaheim.
That's right, hashtag Anaheim. And then lastly,
I am Brother Josh Austria, and I am from the local congregation of hashtag Montclair.
Finally, a balanced playing field.
All right. Yes. So, Brother Addy, what are we doing here for our honor activity today?
All right. So to put it simply, we're basically just going to have you both as teams. So it'll be Sister Kaylin and Brother Josh against Sister Ashley and Brother Kobe, and it'll just be a friendly competition of deciding what scent or fragrance you'll be smelling. So we'll go ahead and get started. Just for everyone to know, they'll be smelling first, and then discussing amongst each other what they think the smell is, and then they'll have an initial guess, and then after that, if they're both incorrect, they'll go ahead and just start randomly guessing. So we'll go ahead and get started with our first scent.
Also, disclaimer, I don't have any of the answers on the cue card. So just a disclaimer, we don't have
It tells you that. But
All right, so you can go ahead and smell.
You don't know how to smell?
Lock in. Look at it. Let's look at it. Brother Kobe, would you like to show your locked in face?
I have no idea.
Actually taste too.
Should we like it's should we like
You have to,
discuss it now?
you can discuss it while they.
Okay.
It's either.
It's a fruity smell.
Can we smell
passing it
too?
over?
Oh, sorry.
All right. Just for those listening at home, this first one probably is the hardest of them all.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because it's not a scent you really think of or associate often.
I kind of.
See some very
Alright.
interesting discussions here.
Just imagine we have like background music.
I don't know.
Wait, if you get a sniff, we get a sniff as well.
Yeah.
You
feel
took
free.
forever. You're gonna waft it.
This reminds me of my childhood, really. I don't know.
Your
why.
childhood.
Yeah.
Smells like
'Cause
sweet Lola.
It
Does
does.
that smell
I'm
like
not gonna-
does.
I'm not- that's kind of close, actually.
Oh,
get that.
it's the band from the Philippines, Lola Amor.
Oh, I know
Okay,
that
okay.
band.
There we go.
Not sponsored,
Not
but
sponsored, no.
Oh yeah, disclaimer, everything's not sponsored here.
Yes.
Oh, she's letting us know.
All right, I will give the teams 10 more seconds to deliberate before they reveal their final guesses. And let's see if they're correct. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And remember, if you're on the fence, you both have a guess. So you can say
Oh,
two
you
different
have two
things.
guesses.
Yeah, for the first one. All right, are you guys ready to reveal what you think the scent is? Starting with brother Toby and sister Ashley.
oh, so wait. So do we say? Okay, wait. That might
Do
be
we?
not a good question. Are we more so describing it, or do we literally like the?
We have to figure out
the
the scent
name?
itself.
You want to figure out the scent itself? I mean, you can try to explain it.
Okay,
So it's a very sweet smell.
floral scent.
Yes, it's a floral scent. So we're thinking like it's like a sweet flower type of deal.
Sweet
So
flower.
I said like a jasmine scent.
Okay.
It has notes of chamomile. I'm not sure.
We just agreed on flower.
Gumamela.
Oh, what?
And then sister Kaylin and brother Josh, what is your guess?
So we agreed on a vanilla scent. That was me kind of getting that smell.
Yeah, it's kind of a toasted vanilla smell. It's
Yeah.
almost gourmand-ish
Ooh,
in the
gourmand.
sense where
Ooh.
you're kind of hungry almost. That's
Okay.
kind of
I'm full.
All right, a
That's-
quick drum roll. Surprisingly, I think I will have to give it to one of the teams. So
Oh.
quick drum roll to reveal who's. And the winning team is sister Kaylin and brother Josh.
Wow.
It was not exactly vanilla, but it was close enough because it was, I believe, called golden milk. So
Golden milk.
yeah,
Golden milk.
I would say vanilla was closer.
It's okay.
since it was on flower. All right, moving on to
Okay.
our next one. This one should be much more easier because it is a very
This doesn't
strong.
have a name
Oh wait, I
on it.
think they should start. I think
Oh,
Oh,
they
it's
here.
at the bottom.
Your turn.
Golden
Oh, yeah.
milk. Oh, here it says ginger, turmeric, and vanilla.
Well, there you go.
I just want.
Caitlin just wants to prove she's right.
Okay. What's
and
this
everyone
next one?
knows she
So
is
there are
right.
images on it, unfortunately. So let's cover that.
Yeah. So this is what the next one is.
It's orange.
Is that your guess?
I'm pretty sure.
Just a heads up, this
I
one
don't like
is
that
two
one.
different smells as well. So you
Okay.
can.
We
you
gotta
can-
really lock.
I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to get one more before we give it to them?
For those of you who obviously can't smell through a screen, it's a pretty strong candle. It's a pretty
Yeah, I think
strong
once they
scent.
opened it, you could smell it.
Yeah.
Have you all smelled vitamin C? Emergency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by emergency.
For Filipinos,
but
it smells like Celine. That vitamins.
I was
that
gonna
vitamin.
say shout out
So
to
Sister
Castelline
Celine.
Mamude. Hello, father.
Hi to my fellow district officer, Celine Barrientos.
But
Yes.
if I were to literally describe this smell, it smells like the tangerine or the standard orange, like emergency packets. That not sponsored, but yes.
And remember, it is
I
two
just like
different
smelling it
flavors.
now.
or different scents,
Oh,
so
two different scents.
yeah.
Oh,
So if you
okay,
get both
there's
correct,
two.
then you're for sure.
Yeah,
winning,
lock
but if you only
for
get
two.
one, it might be a tie.
Are the two scents similar to each
Not
other?
at all.
Um,
Or not really.
Okay, we're locked in, right? Our answer's locked in. Yes.
Yeah. All right. 10 seconds.
A lot of whispering going on.
2.
Big discussions going on.
Maybe you all can read Brother Kobe's lips.
Alright.
You'll know why I'm laughing.
All right. Since you're still I'll let Sister Kayla
Okay.
and Josh guess first. or
Okay.
reveal their guess.
So we agreed it was like citron pineapple, maybe. The pineapple, because I got that little tanginess, but you can also get it from orange. But
And then the citron, it is a citrusy smell, but there is a woodiness to citron. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay.
So yes.
Are citrons like against the Decepticons or with the Decepticons?
No, one second.
I'm confused.
I don't want to picture that.
You see oranges fighting each other. Oranges, lemon.
All right. And then brother. Kobe,
I think-
Sister Ashley.
I think you
Brother
should
Kobe,
say it
what
because
is
like
it?
you will laugh when I say it. So just like I should
interesting because you both are very, very close.
Very, very wrong.
Almost say it's
So it's probably lemon or mango.
Oh.
Lemon and mango.
If the reason why I was laughing was because if Brother Kobe was looking at me dead in the eye, and he was like,
If you could smell it, you would say it too.
but with the
all right. I'll go ahead and announce who the scent to see who you believe won
Okay.
this one. But the scent is actually orange and vanilla.
oh,
Yeah, so I was trying to
okay.
throw you guys off because it was also vanilla again. But yeah, so
we're adding with a curveball.
You like your vanilla, huh?
It's like,
I do.
oh, okay, I get that because then it does
There's like
also
a
smell
sweet
like a
smell.
creamsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, like an orange
Oh.
creamsicle.
Do we get the point because she said
Yeah, they got the point last time.
yeah, you
Save that for
technically,
it.
you technically
We
actually
said
said a
citron.
specific type, so I would give it to. If you
No, but then here, this is your point.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
all right, this is the
By
next one.
face.
Yes,
Okay,
Number
let's
3.
go. Bash.
I will say this is a pretty specific one.
One.
soap. Legit.
Oh, dude, I
Sugar nose, sugar
already
nose.
know you.
It's pretty.
You
it's
already
pretty
know.
common scent that a lot of people like.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Nice. This is not making sense for an audio
It smells
medium.
like
if ever.
it smells like my bathroom, honestly.
All right, I think
It's
this
just-
will be the
What did you
tiebreaker. So really focus
say
and
it.
deliberate on which you, because this will be the one that decides it all.
He has a better nose than I do, so.
Okay.
I think both of your noses are
Do you
off.
think you guys are both locked in?
You guys have some cute noses.
All right, all right. Okay. Since you had them guess last time, what is your guys' guess for this scent?
No, you go there.
So
You go
maybe the
first.
color's helping a bit, but I
might
think
be.
that's a cherry blossom kind of scent.
Ooh.
Because there's a
There you
soapiness to it, which is common in, that kind of scent.
Okay, then for Sister.
I want to
Ashley,
be
let's go.
more specific because we also said cherry blossom. Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Cherry blossom.
We're really back to the jasmine. That is terrible.
I'm not over it.
All
but-
right. I mean, well, since we have the same guess,
Oh.
drum roll, please. Our talent is Sister Ashley and Brother.
Go back.
Oh, this is Bath and
It
Body
is cherry
Works?
blossoms, though. So
Oh.
good job to
Okay.
both of you for getting the scent correct.
I smelled it and then thought of junior high.
It is
It
Bath
is.
and Body Works.
Not sponsored,
Not
but
sponsored. Yeah.
junior high.
Yeah, this is everyone's. This is
Everyone's body
scent,
spray,
yeah.
everyone's
Lotion.
lotion. Yeah.
The same.
Well, thank you to Brother Kobe and Sister Ashley for joining us. Before we move on to our main discussion, would you like to have any shout outs to your local or to anyone?
Shout out to #Montclair. You are always awesome. And also shout out to my Dungeons and Dragons group. We have a game.
Not
in a
sponsored.
bit.
Not
Not
sponsored.
sponsored. I don't think Tabletop RPG is going to be sponsored. Anywho. Go ahead, sister.
I'd like to give a shout out to the local #Anaheim and also a very happy birthday to well, for the month of April, brother Art and sister Marjorie Mariano. Both my parents have their birthdays in April, so happy birthday, Paul!
Yeah.
Oh, also, Woodwick candles are awesome. Yes, Woodwick candles.
Woodwick.
All right. Because they won, they will be able to pick one of their candles later. But we'll go ahead and move on to our main discussion. So
Yes.
Bye
Bye.
Yes. So for our main discussion, if you did not notice by the title, it is what you wearing, and we are focusing on accessorizing because this whole month of April we've been doing spring fashion, and so we do have our special guest once again, Brother Joshua here, who is you can describe actually what you're into, so or
Yeah.
what you brought today with us.
So as a hobbyist, I have fragrances here as well as watches. And I do believe that apart from your outfit, right, this adds a bit of dimension to your outfit. So, the look and the small details, they tie an outfit together. So this is what I'm into. So we can start this.
Oh yes, of course. So I guess for our first one, this can be very broad. It doesn't have to be what you brought today, but what is your personal favorite type of accessory?
We will go with what I did bring. It is a watch. And for me, it's because there's history behind it. So aside from looking good on someone's wrist or apart from being an added detail, there's also what we call heritage. behind a particular watch. And also the fact that because we plug in a lot of our devices, that a lot of things that we own, for instance, something like an automatic watch, which I will show later, it's something that depends on you. It has a heartbeat due to the fact that you're wearing it. So it's alive because of you.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's why I like watches. So
Wow, so descriptive. I love
there
that.
you have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just answered two of the questions I was going to ask.
Okay,
which was,
I'm so sorry.
What, you're good. Which was what inspired you to pick that favorite accessory, which is watches, and then how one might determine which watch is the one for them.
Oh yes, exactly. And so I guess since you did bring a plethora of your watches, your watch collection, I guess you can show off like some of them that have like a good history of yours, or any of that are your favorites.
Okay, sure. You know what? Off the bat, I will start with one of the most important ones. This one is a timepiece here that works with any outfit. So before we get into the rest of the watches, I would say a watch like this would be something that's more versatile. Hopefully, it can focus
Wow.
well. So this was normally on a metal bracelet, but I can easily switch it out and put in a leather so that it can look a bit more like a dress watch. And we'll get into dress watches later. And then also, this is priceless to me because it came as a gift from someone.
From who?
From am I allowed to say?
It's okay.
Yeah, okay, we don't have to.
No, it's okay. You
On
can.
my birthday, I was able to receive this, so that's a priceless one. And then another example, for example, if we were to say switch out the leather strap, you get a metal bracelet. It'll look like something like this, where it's again simple design, and it'll work for any outfit. It'll look good casual, dressed up, dressed down. It'll look good in a formal setting. So something like this will work as well.
Wow.
And then a quick question from the chat, actually. Sister Regine asked, "Do you have a tan from wearing watches, Brother Josh?"
Ooh.
Yes, I do. Yes,
Are you sure?
I do. It's not
It's
as
like
obvious
not as
today, but you know what? It left some marks, skin marks, and it's hard to see on camera.
oh, wow. I guess with watches, do you actually have a preference between? Because for me, I think I like the leather strap. Actually, no, not the leather strap. The silver strap more often. How about you, Brother Addison?
I would also say the same.
The bracelet?
Yeah.
That's true. It works very well with almost anything. But again, it's all about also, just like our clothing, it's also dependent on the weather. So
Mhm.
sometimes you might not always want to wear a metal bracelet.
Hmm.
So sometimes you might want to switch out to a strap. We can get to that later.
I see. And I know you also brought a lot of your other watches. So do you mind explaining why you brought different ones? Because I think you said before how you can dress up for the certain occasion.
For this one, so the ones I showed are for those who just want a simple watch, one and done, as they call it, a one watch collection.
Mhm.
But the rest, if you want more variety, I can show a few more. May I?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
So, if you want for more casual outfits, we call these sports watches. So this is something called a chronograph. So it
Ooh.
has a built-in stopwatch with that watch. So you can time things. People use this more as a fidget toy at this point, not necessarily as a stopwatch, but you can use it as such. And this one is what we call a dive watch.
Ooh.
So this is a type of watch where you can time something by aligning it with the minute hand or the seconds hand, up to you. And this is called a dive watch because divers use it in order to keep track of how much oxygen they have in the tank.
Wow.
So when they're underwater, and then they'll also know when it's a good time to get to the surface. So that's a dive watch, more casual. And sometimes, like I said, you might not want to wear a metal bracelet. So for the heat,
Oh,
maybe
wow.
you want to use something like a perlon strap. Just easily remove the bracelet, put on a perlon strap to something like, something like this. And a perlon strap is a little bit more breathable of a material than metal bracelet. And same with a NATO strap, a little bit more breathable and very easy to switch out. Okay.
Wow. You.
Okay, yes.
It was a lot of information, honestly.
Yes.
I know, Brother Addison, you also tend to sometimes wear watches, so.
Yes, most of them were gifted to me from my grandfather, but I do tend to wear, like you said, these silver watches. But I think I definitely might be looking into trying to have a strap or something as an alternative from the silver
Oh,
watch.
for sure, for
Yes.
sure. And then let's see here. And then dress watches, they tend to be in leather. So for example, they also tend to be the ones that are rectangular in shape, they tend to be dress watches. So for example, this one. And it's also this one, funny enough, is also solar powered.
Ooh.
Wow.
So you can just leave it out in the sun.
Yeah, set it, forget it. That's the way it works. And then for this one, I have it on this is a vintage one. It's a Whitnauer, as they
Ooh.
call it. The same brand that, not sponsored, the same brand that Amelia Earhart wore
Ooh.
before her flight. And this one is a manual wound watch. So you'd have to turn this in order for it to run.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I feel like in like as for me, I would just kind of like twist on it just for fun. I like
Sounds
you said
about
before,
right.
it's like a fidget kind of.
Yes, it could be.
Yes.
And then really quickly, if you would like to go over the fragrances that you brought with you today.
Oh yeah, sure. Very quickly. There's also, let's say, so the same way that I showed a one and done kind of collection for watches, there is something that'll work all year round. This is a fresh fragrance and a little bit sweet. It has something called ambroxan, which gives it a bit of a push and a marine-like quality to it. So it'll work all year round.
Ooh, we're trying samples.
Yeah, here we go. I'll just pass this on to you guys. So
Ooh.
it's fresh enough to work in the heat, but strong enough to work in the cold. And the top note that you'll smell there is bergamot, which is a citrus kind of scent.
I kind of smell it.
I don't know what these words are.
That's okay.
I'm-
Bergamot is somewhere between a lemon and an orange. So
Ooh,
sweet,
so
a
more
little bit sour. It's a citrus. Yeah,
Very citrusy smells here we
Yeah.
have today, especially from our candle activity.
there you have it. So one and done, but if you want a little bit more variety, this one is gonna work for the heat. So this one's a bit lighter. Sorry, I missed. There you have it. This
Okay.
is Perry Ellis 360 Red.
Ooh,
you're
I like this
interested,
one.
That one has a lime scent. This one is Dylan Blue by Versace or Versace, Versace, whichever pronunciation you prefer. Again, not sponsored with anything. So there you have it.
I have a question about this one. So, like, if anyone wants to get into fragrances, how would you start them out?
I'd say go to the store. Don't be shy. Just try them out. Just explore and try them out. And for something, and then try to steer towards more safe fragrances like these. These are mass appealing. There tends to be they tend to not be something that can offend someone, but you never know. Scents are subjective, so this will work just fine.
How about you, brother? Are you into fragrances or?
Yeah, I would say so. I actually really like both the scents that you brought today.
Mhm.
And I believe now we would like to thank you again, Brother Josh, for joining us today and giving us so much insight on fragrances and watches that we may have not known before. I'm sure that everyone in the live chat as well would agree.
Oh yes, of
So,
course.
would you happen to have any shout outs that you would like to give, Brother Josh?
Yes.
Just a quick shout out to my family, and then a quick shout out to the local congregation of Montclair. And then I have a fellow hobbyist in that locale as well. Quick shout out to Brother Arby Augustine.
Wow.
So, yes. So thank you so much to everyone. Quick shout out to also the Soto family. For every time I visit them, they treat me very well. So thank you so
Aw.
much.
Okay. Any shout outs you have, Eddie?
I'd like to give a shout out, of course, the birthday celebrants you mentioned beforehand in the local of Anaheim, as well as those celebrating their birthday in the month of April, and to also the local of Anaheim and Brother Andrew for his birthday once again.
I just have one quick shout out as well. I want to give a quick shout out to my parents, who it's their anniversary today. So happy anniversary and have fun in Hawaii right now. And of course, we cannot forget, we want to give our special thanks to our brother Eduardo Vimanalo, our executive minister, brother Angelo Arano Vimanalo, our CFO coordinator and SEPSI CEO, brother Arnel Solano, our station manager, brother Hansel F. De Dios, our district minister, brother Andy Nicolas, our district CFO overseer, and lastly, our brother Emmanuel Andaya, our executive producer. Thank you so much to everyone tuning into INCRadio Orange County, California. Now we will pass it over to INCRadio San Diego. Thank
Thank you for tuning in.
you.